Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. It's been long I posted video on this channel, and that's because I've been so tired. I've been so tired to edit video. I have a lot of video to edit here, but your girl has been so tired. But I'm back. At least once a week I have to be posting here. So if you are seeing my face for the first time, my name is Janet. Thank you so much for coming. So from the title of this video, I know many people will not like this video, but you know what? Truth hurts. The truth is bitter, but must be told. This video is for my Nigerian fellow wives, Nigerian fellow women. Most of you will not like this video, but like I said, the truth must be told. And before I start video, there are 4 women I really want to acknowledge. 2 of them are from Anambra State, like myself. We are the Anambras, we know they carry last. Another one, I can't really remember where she's from. Then I have another friend from Imo State, a mother of 4 children. In this video, I am going to be talking about Nigerian wives and Italian language. Nigerian wives and Italian language. And my question to you Nigerian wives is, what is it that Cameroonian, Togolese, Ghanaians, Liberians, Senegalese, every other countries, what is it that their wives have that you Nigerian wives are lacking? Because I see that those women from other African countries are doing so well for themselves in this country. And another thing I want you people to know is that before we all left Africa, we know Italy as non-English speaking countries. So it baffles me when I see so many people complaining about this language, Italian language that, Italian language this. There are things that push me to make this video. On a normal day, I'm not the type of person that offend anybody, but after watching this video, if you feel offended, it means that you are guilty of what I'm talking about today. And if you still feel offended, I am sorry, but I just have to say what I have to say. So like I said, my question is, what is it that other African women, other African wives have that you Nigerian wives lacks? And I want a honest response. Okay, so the reason why I'm making this video today is because of so many reasons that happened recently. One is because of a lady that lost her husband some months back, and it happens that she needed to claim the money that the man left at his workplace, but due to the fact that she could not understand Italian language, she read or write it, she needed to delegate somebody to go and do it for her. So somebody from the meeting volunteered to do it. Unfortunately, this person spent half of the money after collecting this money, and then they have to bring the case to the meeting. And then after judging this case, this person agreed to be paying the money gradually until he finished paying. I blame that wife for not being able to express herself after the death of her husband, after 8 years of stay in Italy with 2 children. Okay? So she lost a lot of things because of lack of Italian language. The second person is a couple that lost their 4 children to social here in Italy some weeks ago. Why? Because whenever these children come back from school, they will still go back to school the next day without finishing their homeworks. And why? Because after 22 years of stay here in Italy, yeah, their dad is 22 years old in Italy, while the mom is 16 years old in Italy. So after that long of stay in Italy, 2 of them, what a shameful act, 2 of them could not read and write Italian language, and they are having a Italian citizenship. Isn't that a shameful thing? So when the social noticed that every time these children are coming to school without their homework done, so that was how they collected these 4 children from them. Imagine 4 children that you suffered for how many years? Then Italian government just collected them from that, just like that, because of your ignorance, because of your laziness. Because I can also say laziness. Yes, in this case, I can also say laziness. Okay, it's also because of Italian language, right? The second one is a woman that boarded a bus some days ago with 4 children. So she bought tickets for herself, but for the first son, who is 12 years old. Then the other 3 children are without ticket. So when the driver asked for ticket, her response was, "How do you expect me to buy a ticket for 4 children and myself?" I was there looking like as if I don't know what is happening. So when I see that the case was getting to some extent, I was like, "Woman, your children are above 4 years. Here in Italy, once your child is over 4 years, you have to buy a ticket for every one of them when you board a bus." So she was arguing with the driver. At the end, she said she could not afford it. I have to buy it from the driver, just to save her from the embarrassment she was going through into that bus. And even the Italian language she was speaking, the driver was not even understanding anything. That was another shameful act. So after I asked her, I said, "Woman, how long have you been here in Italy?" She said 10 years. That she came when the first son was 2 years old. So she brought that one from Nigeria. The other 3 children, she had them here. And yet she could not speak Italian language. That is why I want to also talk about driving license. So the 4th woman is the woman I met at the hospital, looking for someone to help her to fill ordinary paper. Just where for her to fill her name, her phone number, all this and that, small information. She could not read and understand what is written in that paper. And that is another shameful act. Okay? You Nigerian wives always complaining about this Italian language. And I say to myself, when I look around, I see Togolese women, Cameroonian, Ghanaian, Senegalese, and other African women doing so well for themselves in this country. When you go to the pharmacy, some of them are the people you meet at the pharmacy, working as pharmacists. You go to the hospital, they are the people you find at the hospital working as a nurse and other places, making names for themselves. Why African wives are there sitting at home, complaining about everything? The best way for you to learn Italian language is when you arrive to this country, the first year you arrive, register yourself at school immediately. Register yourself immediately. Let me use myself as an example. When I get to this country, the first year of marriage, I had my daughter, even though I wanted to enjoy myself before having children, but I had my daughter after the first year of marriage. Then when my daughter was 3 months old, I registered myself at evening school. I went to that school for good 6 months, every day, not missing. I remember some friends then, some of them were saying, you get people from Nigeria, where they depend on you. You dey here, they go school. Some of them are going to that school today to collect the same certificate I collected 16 years ago. Can you imagine? And when I just look at them, I say, who is the fool among us now? All of you, they cost me 16 years ago. And today you are doing that same thing that I did 16 years ago. So tell me, who is the foolish one here? My daughter was 3 months old when I registered myself at evening school. Collected my licenza media certificate 16 years ago. That certificate helped me in so many ways because when I wanted to put in for kata in this country, it was that certificate they demanded for. It was among the certificate they demanded for when I wanted to put Italian citizenship in this country. That same certificate. Apart from that certificate, I have other certificates that I obtained when I went for corso di formazione. Because when I was searching for a job, there are other courses that I did. You do 40 hours course here, you do 40 hours course here, just in case if they call you for a job. So after I collected my licenza media certificates in 2006, I moved to Padova from Napoli 2007. Then 2010, I registered myself at a driving school. I was 3 months old when I registered myself at driving school, even though nobody knew I was pregnant. Because normally people don't know that I'm pregnant until maybe at 8 months pregnancy. So I registered myself. And what I did, and what really helped me to collect my driving license fast was, I used to go 3 times a week. But what really helped me is, after the other 2 days that I was not going to school, I used to go to their office because then I wasn't having laptop. So I go to their office, sit down there on the computer and study the theory from their computer so that I know where I failed and where I am right. So that in the day of theory exam, I'm not going to fail much. That was what I did for almost 6 months. I went for theory exam. Luckily, I failed just 2 questions. I failed just 2 questions. I couldn't believe it myself. But I knew that my effort worth it. So for those of you that are saying Italian language is hard, Italian language is hard, Italian language is not hard. It's just that you've condemned yourself already by believing that Italian language is so hard. I collected my driving license after 5 months of schooling. So Italian language is not hard. It just needs a little bit effort, willing, determination. That is all it needs. So when you register yourself at school, all you need to do, if you have laptop at home, make sure you connect yourself to their website, study every day for your theory exam. That is the only way you are going to pass. Stop concentrating so much on Nigerian films, Netflix, and all this. Try to watch Italian television. That is going to help you. Another thing that is going to help you in this country to learn this language fast is you helping your children to do their homework. So many people left Italy for UK today, saying that once they get there, they will get their driving license fast. After 5 years, some of them are still complaining that the English language they thought it was easy is even harder than Italian language. You think English language is easy. You see English language as easy, but when they bring it to your front, there are some words that you don't even know the meaning. Even as a graduate, some words you can't even tell the meaning. It really baffles me that some wives that came from Nigeria with their certificates, some of them don't even know the meaning of the certificate they are carrying about. Your certificate is valid here, but for it to be valid, you have to attend Italian school at least for 2 or 3 years for you to empower your certificate. You don't expect the Italian government to just give you a job based on what you read in Nigeria, when you cannot even speak their own language. You see the reason why they say you should go to school for that year, for that amount of years, so that you empower your certificate for you to get a job. Even if your certificate is not valid here, why not try and go to school 2 or 3 years here so that you get their certificate or their diploma, so as to get yourself something doing. I see that so many women depend on their husband for everything here in this country. If you think your men are not complaining, they are complaining, my dear. They might not complain in your front, but go to those African stores where they go eat, buy things. That is when you know that your men are complaining about your behaviors. They might not say it in your front for them not to hurt your feelings, but they are really complaining. So the essence of me making this video is to tell you people that the Italian language you think is as hard as who knows what. Why not go to Germany? Those that left Italy to Germany today, they are still complaining over there. So there is no way you are going to please Nigerian people. There is no way you are going to please them for anything. Another thing I noticed is that Nigerians, they like it where something comes so easy. When I see people paying money for them to get driving license, whole lot amount of money, I'm like, are you okay? Money that's enough for me to pay my rent for 6 months, I will give it to somebody for them to buy me a fake driving license. Do you know how many driving licenses they've seized, police collected only in this part of alone? Just because they realize that many people bought it. Because when you buy something, you wouldn't know what, you will not even know what you are driving on the way. And those are the type of people who will meet on the way. When they're supposed to give way, they will not give way. Why? Because they did not study anything before collecting that driving license. Same thing goes for those people that are buying results before they will go and put in for kata. I will say to myself, why waste money? Those people that you are paying to get you those certificates, if they did not go to school, do you think you will see them to pay that money to? So I don't understand what is happening to our Nigerian wives here. Everything you must complain about it. Everything. So look at how these people just lost their 4 children due to their ignorance. They say illiteracy is a disease, and now they believe them. Learn this language and also to help your husbands, because you can't depend on your husband for anything in this country. Okay, this lady that lost her husband that I'm talking about now, after that, now she cannot even pay house rent. So all the bad friends are now telling her, pack your load, go sleep for commune, go to commune, stay there with your children. When they see you crying, they will give you house. So what are you doing with all the money that the man left? Even if the man did not left money, are you telling me that without your husband, you are nothing? You are trying to tell me that without your husband, you worth nothing. Zero. That is what you are worth. She will carry something to sit at the front of commune, crying, disgracing herself, so that commune will give her free house, because the landlord of the house has already sent her a letter, a quick notice to leave the house. The bad friends that did not do anything for themselves in this country, they are telling her to go and be sleeping outside the commune so as to get free house from the commune. Okay, when she stayed there, they come back, they come out to ask her questions. She cannot even explain what she's looking for. Nigeria, I know they try at all. I know they try. Now where money for go? Now where money for go for heaven? Now they look for. Learn language, no one learn. Driving license, no gree get. Sit down there, Italo hard. If you think Italian language is hard and you helping your children in primary school, wait until they get to Scuola Media. I'm telling you, you will run come out for this country. If you continue to think like this with your children primary school homework. If you think Italian language is hard, wait until they get to Scuola Media. You go see homework, you go run. Because Scuola Media homework is hard, but it needs brain to do them. There is need for you to know the language for you to be able to help them to figure out their assignment where they get to Scuola Media. I'm telling you, my son is in Prima Media. I know the kind of homework we do here every day. My daughter, I'm not helping her again because she's in Scuola Superiore now. Okay, I stopped helping her even from primary 3 upward. I'm still helping my son because right from time my son is having problem, and that is a video for another day. Okay, so but please be useful to yourself. Emulate from other African countries. Try to learn from other African women who came from other African countries who are doing well for themselves here. Please, and stop losing your children to social just because you don't want to learn this language. A very easy one at that. So you people should be useful to yourself by learning this language to help you and to help your children. Although the children, they will fix themselves up, but for the first time of their school years, they need your help. They need your help. Then maybe from primary 3, 4 up, then they'll be helping themselves. I've come to the end of today's video. Please, if you like, subscribe, or if you like, don't subscribe. I'm just here to tell you the truth. I am here to say the truth and nothing but the truth. I beg, make una bye-bye. If you like, make una learn. What you concern me, I don't learn my own. I don't pass safe. Bye-bye. Ciao.